yes, you might have a message and you might need to convey it and you want to spread it. You can do that without bringing us down. You can do that by telling us what we need to be educated on and what you want us to stay away from, instead of coming at me calling me lazy for doing, like, putting in synthetic hair into
Yeah, but I mean, the facts are the facts. It doesn't matter who they come from. Do you understand that? So I'm not saying all black women are lazy because they put in fake hair. I'm saying the ones who say, "Oh, we do this because we don't have time," or things like that.
Right,
You're lazy because of that. They may either do it for other reasons. Maybe they want to be white. Maybe they're insecure. There's other reasons as well, but it is what it is. I'm not going to come out here and try to sweet talk you when I should rather tell you the truth, right? Welcome back to the channel, or I should say welcome back Patreon, because this is only going to be exclusive to you guys from now on, the full videos. But today we're back out here on the streets, and we're going to be pressing black women for wearing the wigs and the weaves. We're going to step it up a notch with being ruthless and not being so nice. We're going to let them know to take this stuff off because it's killing them. You get your hair like that. It looks very nice.
Twisted it.
You twisted it?
Yes, sir.
Is this all natural hair?
Yes, it is.
Okay. How do we get more black women to be just like you and the girl like right there with the natural hair? Because that's what I like to see.
We encourage them to love it.
What about the ones who wear the fake hair? What do you have to say to them? Like, do you think that's okay? Should they stop? Should they do what they want? What do you think?
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, make your hair look however you feel beautiful.
What if it's like hurting them and maybe causing cancer because of the chemicals in the hair?
So I'm gonna need some research on that one. Sounds like a bit of a stretch.
It's not a stretch. There was actually just a lot of articles passed on the different chemicals in the braiding hairs that women use today.
What's your source?
They talk about it on here. And a lot of news media outlets also talked about it as well.
We're in America. That says Nigeria.
No, but the hair that's still used in America, yeah, causes cancer.
You sure?
Yes.
It's not what the article says.
That's what it says right there.
It says Nigeria.
These are the brands, like a list of brands also in the article. I mean, you can go on my bio and look at the whole study if you want to.
Yeah, I will.
But yeah, it listed all the brands that have the chemicals in them that cause cancer. Like, it's all there. So I'm not making it up.
Okay, well, it'd be nice to, like, you know, raise awareness about it. Let people know which brands those are so they can choose other ones.
Right, definitely. So that's why I'm encouraging like everybody who's watching right now to go in my link tree and they can do their own research. And also you guys can just look it up yourself. Like, I'm not here to make anything up, but a lot of women today wear hair that has chemicals in it, and that's why I'm like, why don't you just wear your natural hair? Why is it so hard to wear your natural hair?
It's a long process. I don't always wear my natural hair, but because I'm in the lock process now, I do. But it's a lot to have to care for your natural hair every day, and also societal pressure. Like, that's something we have to deal with. It's expensive. Like, if you get fake hair put into your braids, then they'll last longer. And for a lot of us that don't have the money to be getting our hair done every other week or to be buying new products all the time, it can be a better alternative.
Yeah, but I mean, those women are lazy because they are lazy because they need to just wear their hair natural and not really put any type of fake in there, because it hurts them, it hurts their self-image, and also their children that come after them. Okay. It presents a false narrative that you have to be, huh?
Because I used to not wear my natural hair. In high school, I didn't wear my natural hair, but I still wasn't so lazy that I didn't get into Howard.
What do you mean?
Like,
so I mean lazy enough to do your hair.
I'm not a lazy person because I made it here and I didn't do my natural hair in high school. So I think that's kind of a...
So what does it take to get into Howard?
Not laziness. And you can't call me lazy because I didn't do my natural hair.
I mean, I'm not saying you're not lazy right now because your hair, you're wearing it naturally. You're doing your hair. But I mean...
Was I lazy when I was doing everything that got me here?
Well, maybe so. Okay. But I'm not talking about your education. I'm talking about you doing your hair.
Like my lifestyle?
Yeah, because you said before that the reason why they wear the fake braiding hair and the fake wigs and stuff like that because their hair is hard to manage.
It's more convenient.
Right, but convenience can hurt you in the long run.
Not all the time. No, definitely not like in this situation. I just feel like that's an unnecessary generalization to call all women lazy who don't want to do their natural hair. Because like I said, there's more than one reason than convenience. Like convenience in terms of time, but convenience in terms of money. Like, just because I don't have the money to buy natural hair products and to get my hair where it needs to be every single morning doesn't make me a lazy person. It just means I'm doing what I have to do.
But the thing is, women go to the salon and get their hair done. So if it's because of time or them not having the money to do their hair, how come they're still going to the salon and getting the fake braided hair added to their hair, which costs extra money? Why not go to the salon and just say, hey, can you do my natural hair, and leave it like that without any fake hair added?
Because it actually does end up costing more. You have to keep buying products to do your natural hair and keep it healthy if you're going to have your natural hair out. When we get braids or when we get weaves, we leave those styles in for a long time. That's why we call them protective styles, because it's not just protecting our hair, it's protecting our wallets. Like, if I have to get my hair done every month and a half rather than buying products every 2 weeks, I will end up saving a lot of money.
Yeah, I understand that, but women today are choosing the wrong products. So it's not that it's expensive to do your natural hair. It's that you're choosing like things like Shea Moisture or Cantu. These things have a lot of chemicals that aren't made for you, number one, and then they're also very expensive and hyped up when you really do not need them. You can use natural things like shea butters, teas, just natural like aloe vera. You can use a lot of different things.
Those things sound expensive.
They're not expensive.
You gotta buy them though, like.
Yes, I know, but
Okay.
when you really care about something, you'll do whatever it takes to take care of it. When women put in these styles, they're not doing it because of protection. They're doing it because they don't feel like doing their hair, and then in return, it turns into a neglection hairstyle, not a protection hairstyle.
No, underneath all of our weaves are our own natural braids, and we let our hair grow. Like, that's what we're doing to protect our hair. When we get extensions put into our braids so that we can go on vacation and go swimming, we're doing that so that we can protect our natural hair. That doesn't make us lazy. That doesn't make us anything like that. Like, it's just an unnecessary generalization. Like, I can't get behind you calling all black women lazy that don't do their natural hair. That just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you put in braids or something like that on vacation because you're going to get in the water and you don't want your hair to shrink up. What is wrong with natural hair shrinking
it's not
up?
about not wanting my hair to shrink up.
But then what is it about
It
then?
also protects it from chlorine. Have you ever had have you ever had braids and stuff like that?
From chlorine?
You can,
Man.
having your hair braided, sir, having your hair braided
Okay.
will protect you. Like, actually, it'll protect your hair. When I had my hair in braids, it grew the fastest it ever did. Like, me doing that doesn't mean that I'm doing unhealthy things to my hair. It doesn't mean that I'm lazy. It means I'm doing what's right for me. And no offense, but your hand, so you should not have an opinion on that. And I don't know why you've been putting this on the internet, bro. Like, you gonna get so much hate. Like, it's not.
Well, I already do get a lot of hate, but it doesn't matter because when I promote natural hair, it's something that I'm looking at for the future. Like, I'm actually from the future. I'm coming back in time to try to warn everybody and let you guys know that this fake hair, these wigs and weaves are gonna be of a huge detriment. It's gonna cause cancers. It's gonna cause you to be poor. It's too many negatives to keep putting it in. But the thing about, you were saying fake hair protects your natural hair from chlorine. That is not true.
A lot of things. Like, you don't. I feel like you just want to understand because you haven't had individuals or anything like that. Have you?
Not with fake hair.
Okay, so I have, and I've watched my hair deteriorate when I dunk my afro in a pool. But when I braid it, and I might have some synthetic hair mixed in, that's fine, because that's my choice. That's what I like to do. When I take out those braids, my hair is not damaged. My hair is grown. My hair is healthy. And I will wash it. I will wash my natural hair and take care of it for a week. But I'm not lazy. I just don't have the time to be doing that every day.
So, I mean, of course, if you jump into a pool with an afro, it's going to shrink up, then dry up, and then maybe break off. But if you jump in there with twists like these, I'm pretty sure you'll get the same result that you did with the fake hair added as well.
Okay. So what does that have to do with girls who use synthetic hair being lazy though?
Well, synthetic hair, I said that is damaging to the natural hair.
Oh, okay.
So did you not know when you weave that into your natural hair, it actually causes breakage. It causes your natural hair to dry out. This is why
That hasn't happened to me.
That hasn't happened to you at all.
It's not happened to me. I take care of my braids. There are steps you can do to prevent that. But I just feel like instead of coming at women and attacking them by calling them lazy, instead just provide education. Tell them these are the products that you should stay away from. But I'm sure there are definitely other fake or synthetic hairs you can put in that don't cause cancer, that don't cause the things you're talking about. There's just such a better way for you to go about this.
Yeah.
Than, like coming out here and calling me lazy when I used to do that.
Well, I didn't necessarily call you lazy, but I mean, indirectly, if you want to say that, then
it's transitively, yes, you did. So I'm just saying,
okay.
In the future, maybe like you can not be so anti-black about it, because
well, I'm not anti-black. Why do you guys always say that to me?
Using the word lazy is anti-black. We're not supposed to do that to our own people. That's what they do to us, they being white people, so I'm not going to do that.
Well, I mean...
So all I'm asking you to do is, yes, you might have a message and you might need to convey it and you want to spread it. You can do that without bringing us down. You can do that by telling us what we need to be educated on and what you want us to stay away from, instead of coming at me calling me lazy for doing... like putting in synthetic hair into
but I mean, the facts are the facts. It doesn't matter who they come from. Do you understand that? So I'm not saying all black women are lazy because they put in fake hair. I'm saying the ones who say, "Oh, we do this because we don't have time" or things like that.
Right,
you're lazy because of that. They may do it for other reasons. Maybe they want to be white. Maybe they're insecure. There's other reasons as well, but it is what it is. I'm not going to come out here and try to sweet talk you when I should rather tell you the truth, right?
So the truth is that we're not lazy. That's the truth. That's the truth. We're not lazy.
So
how?
If a woman says I don't feel like doing my natural hair and I just want to slap on a wig today because I don't have time, that's not lazy?
It's not. That's called life. How about you try living it? Like, you don't understand what it's like to have to do your natural hair every day. You don't want to deal with that every day.
I do understand that.
Okay. Black women's natural hair, which is typically longer because black men will cut their hair and stuff like that, we have a lot more to do. We have a different standard that we have to uphold in public. It's not the same. You guys might be able to have the naps and it look cute and nice, and I agree with that. Okay. But when I go into public and do that, I'm not going to be treated the same. I'm not going to be treated like this is black culture. Where I'm from, like, I went to school in Los Angeles,
right? And
I went to school with white counterparts. And if my afro wasn't looking right, I would get comments about that. Like, you don't have, it's something that you just can't offer one perspective on. And you can go about this by educating people rather than attacking them if you really want to get your message across.
I do understand. So when you said you got ridiculed for your natural hair, basically, who said that to you?
White people, Mexican people that weren't black that didn't understand it.
So how old were you and when did this happen?
This was in high school, so I was a teenager.
Okay, so you went to, where did you go? Like, you went to a high school around here?
No, I went to school in LA.
In LA? And so, like, what did these white and Mexicans and Spanish people say about you?
They basically just said that they didn't like my hair, that my hair was nappy, that it looked like I didn't do anything to it in the morning.
So do you think that we should let other people stop us from being ourselves because somebody else doesn't like the way we naturally look?
No, but that's not why I put in synthetic hair. I don't care what everybody else thinks of me. I care more so about, do I like myself? Do I feel beautiful? And if I feel beautiful in synthetic hair and I like to style it and do what I like to do, then that's me and my business. It doesn't mean that I'm not pretty. It doesn't mean that I'm not beautiful.
Well, you said that black women get treated differently when they wear their hair out naturally. So that instance means that's a problem. So if that wasn't a problem, then why mention it?
Maybe more black women would wear their natural hair like that if it wasn't a problem. But we're not, it's not like we're all of a sudden just trying to avoid that as a whole. I just don't have to deal with that all the time. And if I don't want to deal with that, I don't have to.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't think we should let other people dictate and let us or decide how our life goes because they don't like you how you naturally are. That's the problem. Like, a lot of black women say, oh, I can't get or they say we can't get jobs in the workplace thing and the Crown Act and all that, but I feel like that's all excuses. Because you can, first of all, you're not going to a job interview and somebody's saying, oh, you don't get the job because of your natural hair. You guys are making that up. 100% making that up.
Why do you think the Crown Act exists?
Because that happened before, but now the Crown Act has passed and other legal acts have passed. There's no excuse for you to put in fake hair because you're saying, oh, I can't get a job or our people can't get jobs. Those are excuses.
Why do you think most of the black politicians we see have their hair straightened? There's a stigma. It's an issue. Because
they're insecure.
Okay. You can't keep making these generalizations. Like, that's the harmful part.
I'm just being honest.
Okay. All I'm asking you to do is spread your message in a way that doesn't have to attack anyone else. It's okay to have a different point of view from most of the people that you're going to come up and talk to on the street.
Okay.
But if you're going to do that, do it through education and by telling them what the issue is, tell them what products it is, and then maybe ask them if they could stay away from it and offer them an alternative. That doesn't mean that you have to be against like synthetic hair altogether, because it's definitely not every single product that's out there. Like, you can have an opinion, that is perfectly fine. I'm not going to invalidate that, but I just don't appreciate you coming up here calling all black women lazy like that. It's just, that's not something I agree with, and that's not something I want to be involved in. So just please, at least for the next person you go up to, because I would like you to stop talking to me, for the next person you go up to, educate them. Let them know what products to stay away from, and don't just attack them and try to argue with them.
I just don't understand why white women don't have to, you know, they're not lazy, they're not out here throwing on a wig because they don't feel like doing their hair. It doesn't make sense, but black women feel the need to do that.
White woman's hair is similar to mine.
They have their own hair, you have your own hair.
What about
It's not similar.
as complicated as mine?
They have to wash their hair every single day. You don't have to wash your, you can do styles like this and leave your hair in for 2, 3, 4 weeks at a time.
When I have my afro out, what makes my natural afro any less complicated than a white woman's straight hair?
An afro, you can wake up, you still don't have to wash it every single day. Their hair, it gets greasy. They have to wash it multiple times a week. I literally have been wearing the same afro for a week, and I don't have to, you know, constantly wash it or put oils in it or anything like that.
I'm on bus here, so I'm gonna stop talking to you.
Okay.
But I really hope you can go about this better in the future.